And this is already a key part of today's lecture. Okay? So we have different water masses in the ocean. Okay? And that's based on where water is formed, actually. So the water in the ocean is not stagnant. Yeah? For example, the water that sits on the seafloor, we call it bottom water. It actually comes from a region where the water has been in contact with the atmosphere. So it is surface water that is transferred into very dense water, heavy water that you find near the ocean floor. Okay, so now we have different names. So trivial parts of this is we have surface water. Below that we have the central water. Okay, and central water is the water of the permanent thermocline, and then underneath that we have intermediate water, then deep water, and then bottom water. Okay, and just the important part of that is that the deep water itself is actually the driver of the deep circulation of the ocean. It's called deep water, and it drives. This is the thermohaline circulation in the deep sea that we have. That's the main driver, and we talk about that in more detail in the next lecture. So now there is a naming convention, and this is important to know. And it's in some books it's mixed up. Okay, but it's important that you stick to these conventions. Naming convention is you name a water mass according to where it has been formed. For example, we have North Atlantic deep water, which is deep water formed in the North Atlantic. This is called NADW. And no matter where you find it, this water, you can observe it in for example, the South Pacific or the Indian Ocean, it should be called North Atlantic deep water. Okay, it's always the link to where water comes from. And sometimes it's mixed up. It's a little bit unfortunate. In some books you find names like Pacific deep water, or you find, or Indian deep water, which does make sense because there is no formation of deep water in the Pacific and there is no formation of deep water in the Indian Ocean. So let's just stick to it. And if you see it in error in a book, you know better. Okay? All right.